Hello, you motherfucking RadioDust people, and welcome to my Hazbin Hotel crack ship tier list. Why am I doing this? So, for context, I was just chilling in my room, okay? And then, out of nowhere, notifications hit me, and now my most viewed short on my channel is me tackling crack ships in Hazbin Hotel. I just thought it would be a fun concept, and I guess it worked? Why the hell did it work? And people were really going at it in the comments and gave me a whole ton of deep weird ass shit that I never would have wanted to be true. But hey, here we are and on fire, as well as fucking disturbed. Also, thank you all so much for 700 subscribers. I'm so happy we reached this point, and I may prepare a lot of stuff in the future, so for those of you that are not subscribed, you know what to do. And don't forget to like too, because trust me, I've seen some shit for this video, and a like would be very much appreciated for the torture I went through. I'm begging you. Okay, and now let's get into it. Alright, the ranking. So first we have OTP, it says here, you can't top that. Then we have I ship it, no explanation needed there, I just like it. Then we have I ship it in my head. So this one right there is for ships I like to see as fan art and stuff, and that's it. Like, I don't want it to be canon at all, they're better as just fun headcanon. Well, not even headcanon, but I think you get me now. And next is I see the vision. It's those ships, I see why people would ship it, but personally I don't like it one bit. But I can understand why. And finally, y'all are deranged. I don't think I need to explain this one too. Okay, so first, primarily to prepare myself, I thought it would be a good idea to rank official ships first. So let's go! So first we have Chaggie, which is Cherri X Molly. Yeah, I mean they're cute, really. But as a good person said on this evil app, they're as bland as unseasoned chicken. Heck, even water has more flavor. They are a good pair, but every time they appeared on screen, I was not enjoying it, nor was I hating it. I was just watching them do their things and be done. I wasn't hooked with them, I'll admit. Sorry. And then we have CherriSnake, which is the ship between Cherri and Sir Pentious. Okay, so I was not expecting it. I mean, would you believe me if I told you that CherriSnake was originally a crack ship? Yeah, Sir Pentious wasn't supposed to be in the final show. He was just a one-off villain in the pilot. But after it was made, Vivzy eventually decided to make him part of the main cast. So before the release of the show on Amazon, I would just see multiple fan art of them, thinking it was a silly but kinda cute ship. And then Hazbin Hotel got released, and this happened.
Trying to fight here? You out of your fucking mind?
Yes!
Trust me when I say I was flabbergasted. And I don't know what's the worst part, the fact that they made it canon or the fact that they actually look good together now. Oh man, let's just move on. Vox and Valentino. Okay, so they're kind of a particular case. So Vivzy stated in the live stream that they're not actually dating. More of a situationship, kind of an on and off thing, but nonetheless, they're a thing, so here we go and hear me out. I actually like them. Okay, look, yes, they look like the perfect toxic couple, but honestly, it works pretty well for them. I mean, aesthetically, they look fire together, and personality-wise, one is a control freak while the other is a manipulative stalker. He is a moth, he is a TV. Like, what else can we say? They're a perfect match. And watching villains being villains together is actually pretty cool. Also, I don't know why, but the fan art some people make of them makes me feel like it's forbidden for me to enjoy, because yeah, Valentino is a massive asshole, but I still like him. The character, obviously, not the actual person he is. You see what I mean? Bruh, I'm digging my own grave with this. Let's move on. HuskerDust. And here is my favorite pair. I actually started shipping them since the pilot. Love their dynamic. They actually might have the best duo dynamic in the show, and I'm only talking about platonic. The fact that they can relate to each other and help out, especially Husk being like, yeah, you've made poor choices, but we've all been there. I can relate. I just love this. Also, I'm not forgetting the looks they gave each other in episode 8. That was in no way a straight glare, and you all know it. And now, on to crack ships. Okay, so obviously I am not going to rank every Hazbin Hotel crack ship. If I was, would be here for hours. I just picked the most popular ones and some other that I thought would be fun. Also, first, I'm reminding you right now that it's my opinion, okay? If you're really not happy with my ranking, you can just comment your hatred towards me. It gives me strength. Second, yes, I know there's also Adam and Eve and Lucifer and Lilith, but for what I'm concerned, Eve is literally non-existent at this point and Lilith didn't even talk, so I have not enough info to be ranking them. Also, I kind of don't care, but you know. And third, yes, I know Alastor is Arrow Ace. Yes, I know some ships don't make sense, but let me break it down to you. Vivzipop said she doesn't mind those pairings as long as we're respectful. And finally, this video is primarily for fun, okay? Don't take it too seriously. It's more of a shitpost than an actual all-serious debate. So please don't fight in the comments. Or at least if you do, make sure your comebacks and roasts are creative. That way it's at least a little bit enjoyable to watch. Okay, let's get into it. So first we have RadioDust, AngelDust, X Alastor. And we're starting with the big one. For those who are relatively recent to this fandom, let me tell you, before the show aired on Amazon Prime, I think this was the most popular crack ship in the community, and I hated it. Like, for me, they have no chemistry, no potential build-up, nothing. The only reason people started shipping them was because of this.
And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
Ha! No.
I swear, you are crazy. Like, I don't even see the appeal. RadioStatic. So it's the ship between Alastor and Vox. Okay, so before anything, this ship's name is creative, I'll admit, but I'm not a huge fan. Mostly. Let me explain. There's a lot of people who headcanon that Vox might have a one-sided crush towards Alastor, and honestly, I can get behind that. One-sided RadioStatic is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie, but right now I'm rating them as a pair, and while I don't like it, I can see why people ship them, but it's really not my thing. Charlastor, Cherri and Alastor. Yeah, you'll see that for some reason the most popular crack ship out there involves Alastor a lot. I don't know, maybe he has that daddy aura around him, I'm not sure. And Okay, listen. Stop. Wait. Before drawing your swords, let me justify myself. If only the pilot was out, I would have put them here. But now, after the first season, I'm not going to put it here. Yeah, so before the full show was out, I could see why people would ship them. Personally, I wasn't really a fan, but I saw where everyone were coming from. The mysterious / kind of creepy Bad Omen character with the bubbly sunshine character, like, I see the vision. But then episode 6 appeared and started showing Alastor as a father figure, and then I lost any sort of interest I mostly didn't have in the first place for it. Not gonna lie, I kinda feel bad for the old Charlastor fans. Angel X Vaggie. Okay, so for those who don't know, in really older versions of Hazbin Hotel, Vaggie and AngelDust were supposed to be dating. Yes, you heard me. It was a gloomy period where Angel was chilled by. I'm kidding. So people shipping them doesn't really come out of nowhere. But okay, let's admit it. The people who are shipping those two together are either Charlastor shipper or really old fans who are still stuck on those old Hazbin Hotel and presumably zoophobia content and still hope to see those versions come out one day, even as a short animation or a multiverse type of shit. Carmila X Zestial. Alright, so personally, I really didn't pick on those two when I was watching the show, but now that everyone hinted at it, I kind of like it. I don't know, it's weird. The thing is, I don't know much of Zestial yet to actually being like, oh yeah, I love them so... let's just put them there. And now we have Cherri X Molly. So, okay, a lot of people might not know who's Molly, but I'm gonna explain. Molly is AngelDust's twin sister. We can actually see her in the show. She's in heaven, and I see the vision of these two. I mean, it's not that I don't like them, but I'm more of a... yeah, surprised. Cherri is Angel's BFF and Molly is Angel's sister, so, you know, lesbianism I guess, but I like the aesthetic, that's it. Cherri X Molly. I'm going to light a fire there. If Vaggie wasn't in the picture, everyone would be shipping them. Don't lie, they're cute. Admit it. We are reuniting two of the brightest ball of sunshine of hell and heaven. They would be cute as fuck and you all know it. Yay! First poly ship to be there, and I see why people are into it. Personally, I'm not. I'm actually on the side of people who consider Vox and Val being like Velvet's two messy dads and stuff, so I'm not really shipping it, but I can understand. 3 Vs, villains and partners. It sounds pretty cool. I'm not gonna shut my mouth on it. If you ship those two, never watch my channel again and go jump off a bridge. Nope. 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 Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, since a lot of people don't like ads, I'm gonna do this fast. Here's my shop. Buy my shit. I'm broke! And now, on to Adam X Lute. Okay, so honestly, I kind of like it. I like the idea of, you know, partners in crime and shit. And yes, I know Adam would be a really toxic boyfriend, but like Vox and Val, you know, they would be toxic together! Okay, I stop. But more seriously, when Adam dies and Lute goes to reach him, he smiles at her. And it's like a very gentle smile. And I've seen people theorize that it's surely because she's the only woman who stuck to him until the end, who never betrayed him. And I find this very cute, I'll admit. Honestly, I just hope that like Sir Pentious, who got redeemed, will see Adam again, but as a demon, because I like Adam too much for him to be just dead like that. Please, Whimsy Pop, I'm begging you. Alastor X Rosie. I can only imagine them as besties. I see why people ship them, but I can't fathom anything other than friendship with those two. But I'll admit, they would definitely marry for tax benefits. They're the perfect platonic married couple, let's be honest. Alastor X Husk. Do I really need to express myself? Pentniss, the ship between Sir Pentious and Arachnus. Okay, this one is really something. So I'm sure there's a lot of people actually asking, wait, who's Arachnus? Arachnus is AngelDust's older brother. He did not appear in the show. I mean, technically, yes, we've seen him, but it was in like one frame and was just his back. But hey, maybe we'll see more of him in season 2. We don't know. What I do know is, well, what the fuck? I mean, Alastor might be the one paired up the most, but you'll see, Sir Pentious is the one who ended up in the weirdest crack ship. And this one is a case. I don't even know if I can rate it, because we have literally zero info on Arachnus aside from the fact that he's Angel's brother. This is the definition of a ship that came out of nowhere. And it's not like it's a ship you'll see in some weird one-off Tumblr post. No, there's an actual whole-ass fandom shipping those two. Why the fuck is it so popular? What, just because they're a spider and a snake and they have multiple eyes as well as being both black? I need to shut my mouth. And now we have RadioApple. Okay, wait, let me explain. I swear, I have a good explanation. Wait! Okay, so, little story time. It was 2 or 3 days after episode 6 dropped out, and I was just scrolling on Instagram until I fumbled into some fan art of RadioApple. At first, honestly, I was sort of shocked, also quite amused. And then, the more I looked into those fan arts, the more interested I got. I mean, the enemies to lover trope mixed with them being like Charlie's two dads. I mean, it's... I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I ship it or if I just like it because it makes me laugh so much. Oh man. Lucifer X Sir Pentious. Okay, so this one has a little story to it. So I have a friend, okay, and she's also into Hazbin, and one day she messages me and say, hey, I've seen some art of Lucifer and Sir Pentious, and they're kind of cute. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then she tells me, no, they're actually really cute. No, what are you on about? Who let you cook? Why? Wait, why? AdamsApple. Oh, you are weirdos. All of that stuff came out of this one line.
See, you messed with my daughter, and now I am going to f*** you.
Okay, I mean, I won't lie, it is a pretty funny concept to imagine Lucifer having spicy history with all of the first humans, but that just stops there. I can kind of agree with people's headcanon that they might have been friends. I kind of like this idea, but that's it. Even when I imagine it, I feel uncomfortable, especially considering the fact that most people who ship them draw really revealing art of them. It's man, even bleach isn't enough to clean myself at this point. Oh my god, when will this video end? Velvet X Lute. Wait, what? Zestial X Pentious. Huh? Cherri X Husk. Wait, that's a thing? SpiderMoth. Oh lord. Nifty and Sir Pentious. Alastor X Molly. Of course, there's Husk and Nifty. Valentino X Rosie. Can we conclude this video? I think I need a break. Forever. Wait, why am I hearing Final Duet? And thank you all for watching this mess. I'm so happy right now. Kill me. Okay, more seriously, please let me know what you thought of this video. Subscribe. Please subscribe. And again, thank you all for 700 subscribers. I hope we'll still grow together and maybe, who knows, I'll be able to reach 10k by the end of the year. Yeah, no, that would be sick. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Sometimes I even post some of my art. I mean, not much right now, but I'll try posting more, I swear. And please, like, but also comment. I love watching people in the comment section, and if you don't like my stuff and want to post a hate comment, please do. They're the funniest. And I'll be out for now. Bye!